Hello and welcome to another Tub Pilates video. Today we're going to be doing an intermediate class where we focus on our Pilates ball. So in addition to your ball, we're also going to need our long box today. So make sure you have those two things. The Pilates ball comes in a couple different sizes. This one is fairly big. I prefer the smaller one. So if you have both, that smaller one's going to be a little bit better. Either way, you want it kind of slightly deflated. You can see it's kind of pretty squishy here. And then we'll get right into it. We're going to start with some footwork. So for my springs, I like 2 mediums and a heavy for footwork. You can set it to whatever you usually do. We're going to go ahead and lay down. On the reformer, we'll start with the ball in between our ankles, just above that ankle bone, so that it's not getting in the way of our feet on the foot bar. Arms are going to come down by your side. We'll start arches of the feet. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. Fill up your rib cage. Exhale out through your mouth. Knit everything together. One more big breath in. And on this exhale, we're going to press off the foot bar. Inhale to pull it back in. We're on our arches. We're about hip distance or wherever that ball kind of puts you at. When you press it out, reach your toes over the front of that bar and give everything a good squeeze as you come out. Really activate those thighs and all those little muscles. Let's press it all the way out and pause. We're going to come halfway in and go tiny pulses, up an inch, down an inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Pull it all the way in. We're going to slide up to our heels and we're going to turn our feet out like you're doing a Pilates V. So toes are slightly turned out, but we're still squeezing onto that ball. Press it out on your exhale and really flex those feet back. Press through the heel. Resist those springs as you bring it back in. Press it all the way out and pause. Bend your knees, come halfway in. We're going to go little squeezes on that ball. So we're a little pulsing our knees together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Pull it all the way in. Shift your feet back to parallel. Slide down to your toes. Little lift in those heels. Press off on the exhale. Might have to readjust your feet with that ball. And we're going to go for a combo move. So we're going to press the carriage out and then go for a calf raise. Bring the carriage in. Press it out. Drop the heels. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Press it out. Drop. Lift. Bend. Last one. Drop. Lift. Bend and bring it in. Take that ball, we're going to put it under the left knee. So this is why I prefer the smaller ball. It's hard to grab this big ball, but this is what I got. So this is what we're working with. And we're going to go arch of your foot onto that foot bar, or if you prefer heel, you can do that too. You can also go toes for a little bit more challenge. We're going to do some single leg footwork. I didn't swap my springs. I kept it on these heavy ones because we're not going to be here that long. But if they're bugging you, you can go ahead and lose one of the medium springs. Good. One more. We're going to press the carriage all the way out and pause. Let's windshield wiper that leg with the ball out to the side and then squeeze that inner thigh to pull it back in. Really pay attention to your pelvic bone here and make sure that opposite hip, our right hip, is not lifting. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back in. Bend your knee to bring it home. We're going to stay on our arch with that ball there. Arms are down to the side. Headrest needs to be flat. We're going to go for a single leg bridge. Take a big breath in at the bottom. On your exhale, press into your foot. Peel up into your bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it back down. Keep going with your breath. We move on the exhale. Keep in mind if you took off one of those springs for your single leg footwork, this will be a little bit more challenging. Next time we roll it up, let's hold it there. Tiny pulses with your hips for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse on the ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way down. Grab that ball. Give your legs a little sway. Loosen up those hips a little. Now we take the arch or whatever's most comfortable of your left foot to the foot bar. That ball is going to go under the right knee now. And we start with our single leg footwork. Press out through the arch of the foot and then pull it back in. We're holding this leg still. It's squeezing on the ball a little bit. Just a little bit more active. 1 more. Press the carriage all the way out and pause. We're going to windshield wiper that leg out to the side and then squeeze your inner thighs to pull it back in. Watch that left hip that it's not lifting. You can even pop a hand onto that hip bone, or you can slide a hand under your butt and you'll start to feel when that butt lifts. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the ball back in. Bend your knee, bring it all the way in. For our single leg bridge now, take a big breath in. Roll it up on the exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale, melt it back down. Try and keep the carriage nice and tight to the stoppers. Think about articulating, so peeling up and then melting back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's get 1 more. This time we'll roll it up and hold it there. Tiny pulses for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse on the ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way down. Grab that ball in your hands. Give your legs a little sway. Quick little ab move to make sure we're fully warmed up. Reach your legs up to the ceiling. Point your toes. Ball is in your hand. Lift up into forward flexion. And we're going big scissor kicks with our leg. And we're going to thread that ball in between the legs to kind of force us to hold that forward flexion. Big, strong breaths here. Squeeze your lower abs to take that tension out of your neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower it down. All right, very nice. I'm assuming I can't see you. We're gonna come up now. We wanna have our long box tucked right against the reformer, right at the front of the reformer. And we're gonna take our springs down to 1 light spring. We're gonna do some lunge work. So if you know you like to lunge somewhere else, 1 light button, if your reformer has buttons, is good too. I don't have buttons, so I'm just going 1 light. We're gonna come to standing on the box. Your foot that's closest is gonna reach back to that shoulder rest. We're gonna take this ball and kind of wedge it in between the top of our thigh and our stomach. What this is gonna do is it's gonna force us to keep this front leg bent, because if we straighten it, we're gonna lose the ball. We wanna stay in that little lunge. Hands can come to your hips, and we're gonna start with little lunges here, pressing that carriage in and out. Even though we're hunched forward, you wanna keep a nice long neck, so don't let yourself collapse down. Let's get a couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out, pause. We'll grab that ball. Tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Good. All right, step off your box. We're gonna take it onto the reformer. We're gonna go long box. This next move is a little weird to get into, but let's give it a shot. We're gonna stay on that 1 light spring. You're gonna come on top of your box in a quadruped. Let me go ahead, make sure my boobs are tucked in. All right, We're gonna grab this front strap, take it back and put it over our foot. So it's kind of on the arch of your foot. So you're in your quadruped, you've got that strap on the arch of your foot. Whew. Then we're gonna grab the ball. It's gonna go under your opposite hand. So you're, under your left hand. We're gonna reach this leg out and we're gonna do little sweep backs with that leg. So you're pressing into that ball. It's adding a little bit of a stability challenge. Your core is working so that you don't twist like this. We don't wanna do that. We wanna keep our back nice and flat. Use that exhale to help you sweep the leg back. Let's get one more. We'll sweep it back and hold. And then we're just gonna go little open and close for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee down. Take a little breather here. Go ahead and set that ball down on the headrest. And then we're just gonna kind of swing it forward. A little bit awkward with that strap, but we're gonna take that strap, thread it up onto our thigh. So you're just sliding it up. You can grab that ball again. We're gonna scooch forward on the box, roll all the way down, reach your legs up to the ceiling. Your head is unsupported. So just be careful if you lower your head down. Legs are up, and we're gonna go back to those scissor kicks we did with the threading. So we're holding our crunch. You might need to go a little bit slower for 4, 3, 2, last one. Take a little breather if you need it. You can relax that head back if that feels okay to you. And then one last move here. We're gonna roll the ball up, roll the ball down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, lower those feet down, bring it all the way up. Whew. All right. Come on out of that strap. We're sitting up, we're gonna grab onto both straps now. We're gonna take that ball behind us, kind of wedge it under your butt. So if it's deflated, you should be able to kind of smush it right under that butt. You're not sitting on it though. It's behind you and you're wedging. We're gonna stay on that one blue spring or one light spring, whatever you got. Pull your hands into your chest. We're gonna work on some roll downs. Take a big breath at the top, sitting up nice and tall on your exhale. Roll it back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze and bring it back up. So we're not going that far down because we've got that ball there. Keep going with your breath. But having that ball kind of forces us to really click on our abs. It adds a little bit of instability. And now let's take it up a notch. We're gonna roll it back. Reach your arms up overhead. And then as you sweep them around, you'll rise back up. Tuck those arms in. Roll it back, reach the arms, sweep around, bring it back up. Let's get 2 more. Roll back, reach, sweep it up, tuck them back in. Last one. Roll back, reach, sweep it up, tuck them back in. All right. Now we gotta get all that stuff we did on this side on the other side. So since we're right here, we're gonna start with that strap slid up onto our thigh. So go ahead and slide that up, scoot your butt up to the edge of that box. Ball's gonna be in our hand. We're gonna roll it down. We're gonna start with those big scissor kicks. On the other side, we had pointed toes. This side, we're gonna flex our feet. But we've still got that same motion, squeezing your lower abs. to keep that forward flexion. If you need a break, you can put your hands behind your head, but then you won't be able to do that ball. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Little breather. Only do this head relax if that feels okay to you. It's not for everyone's necks. All right. And then last little move. Instead of doing that roll up, we're just going to do our little double leg crunch here. Inhale to reach, exhale to crunch for 4, 3, 2, last one. Relax those legs and pull it up. We're going to keep this foot, get here however is safe to you, but we want that strap to stay on that foot. You're going to come back to your quadruped, sweep that foot back. So we've got the strap on our left arch. That ball is going to go under our opposite hand, so our right hand. Left hand is holding onto the box. We've got a neutral spine, a flat back, and a long neck. Reach that left leg out. We're going to sweep it forward and then sweep it back. Try and keep your hips even. Try not to let them twist. Use that exhale to help you sweep. We've got a lot of balance at play. We've got a lot of obliques at play. Let's get one more. Whoop. Sweep it back and pause. And then we're going to just pulse that leg out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You can set that ball down. Safely come out of that loop. Hang it up on the peg. Hop off your reformer. And the other side, we're going to get our lunges over here. Take that box, slide it just under the reformer if it fits, or right up against it, closer to the foot bar. We're still on that one light spring. Come to standing on your box for your lunges. So foot that's closest is going to reach back, and then we take that ball, squish it into the top of our thigh. Hands come to the hips, lifted head, long neck, and we're skating that back leg in and out. I know you want to look down at your knee. We love to look at what's moving, but try and keep your eyes forward for 3, 2, last one. Grab that ball and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Good. All right, and then we're going to come to a kneel on the reformer. You have 2 options here. You can stay up in this high kneel, or if you feel better, you can take it to a low kneel. I like a high kneel because I don't like that pressure on my ankles, but it's up to you. High kneel is going to be a little bit more challenging, a little bit more stability work. Stay on that one light spring. We're going to do some single arm work. If you want to crank it up to a button or maybe one medium, you can. It's going to depend on your strength and your stability here. We're going to grab onto that short loop. Take that ball, press it in against your thigh. Your inner arm is active here because you're squeezing that ball, even though it's not moving. We're going to start with a shave the ear. So you're going to go palm to the ear, elbow down, reach that arm up, tuck it back down, reach, tuck. Let's get 2 more like this. And then we add in that lateral flexion. So now when we reach up, we're going to reach over. That ball's going to slide. Tuck it in, ball slides back up. Use that exhale. Inhale. 2 more. And last one. Lower it back down. Take the ball into your hand. We're going to hold them in between our chest. Whew, out of breath. And we're going to go for our spinal twist. That ball, you're going to squeeze into it. Elbows are going out. Keep it in line with your chest. Twist towards the foot bar, and then back to center. Twist out, and back. The twisting should come from your waist. It shouldn't come from your arms. It shouldn't come from your hips. That's why we talk about keeping the ball dead center. One more. Twist back to center and pause. Keep that tension on that rope, and let's go beating hearts for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lower that strap down. Take it in your hand, the ball, your hand that's further away from the foot bar. You're gonna bring your hand that's closest to the foot bar. Now this might be a little bit challenging on one light, so I'm gonna take it up to one medium. Little switch. You can do it on one light as well. It's a little bit more hard. Take your hand to that foot bar. We're gonna reach our leg out. We're in like a little star, sort of. All right, here we go. We're gonna go for kind of a mermaid. So you're gonna press the carriage out. As you do, you're gonna lean it over, nice long stretch, and then pull it up. So if you do this with a lighter spring, it becomes more kind of like a plank or like our down stretch, where when you come out here, you're almost scared that you're not gonna be able to pull it back in. And that's an awesome move to do too, but for today, for right now, I'm looking for more of a stretch. Let's get this last one. Come out and hold it there. Nice long line. Reach that foot a little further. Reach that arm a little further. Pull it all the way up. Turn to face the foot bar. We're gonna do a quick round of planks. I'm gonna stay on this medium spring. You're welcome to take it down to a lighter spring for a little bit more of a challenge. Take that ball and put it against your shoulder rest. And then you're gonna press your foot against the ball, and your other foot is against the shoulder rest. So we're in a staggered kind of stance with our feet. Our toes are down. Hands come to that foot bar. Send the carriage out to your plank. And we're gonna do little knee tucks for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, shoulders over the wrists for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Swap that ball to the other side. If this is too weird, you can just send the ball off to the side for now, but we're trying to use the ball for every move. This just adds a little stability, and you have to really focus on keeping your hips even when your feet are uneven. All right, hands to that foot bar. Shoulders above wrists. Press the carriage out. Little knee tucks for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out and hold your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. I'm gonna take my spring back to one light spring. Turn the other way. We'll get our arm work on this side. Low kneel or high kneel. Grab that short loop. Press the ball into your thigh. Inner arms are active. Elbow down, palm facing the ear. Shave the ear to start. Pressing that strap straight up. This is a tough one. 2 more. Last one. And now we add the lateral flexion. So same move, but we lean, that ball slides down. Pull the ball up as we lower down. Exhale out. Inhale, return. One more. And return. Keep a hold of that strap. Take the ball to the center of your chest. Hand grabs onto that ball. Elbows are out to the side. We're putting a little bit of pressure on it. We twist to the foot bar and then back to center. Back to center. The twist comes from your waist, not your arms, not your hips. It's a little move. One more. Back to center, holding the tension in that right hand, beating hearts for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lower that strap down. We're gonna switch the spring to 1 medium if you want for that little mermaid. The hand comes in your outside hand, other hand to the foot bar, reach that foot out to the headrest. You're in your little star shape. Press the carriage out, take that long stretch over, and then bring it back up. We're gonna exhale down. Inhale to lift. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold it there. Nice long stretch. Reach that leg a little longer, reach that arm a little longer. Pull it all the way up. All right, last step is our legs and straps, so set your springs to what you like. 2 medium is good. You could go 1 light, 1 medium, or 1 medium, 1 heavy. You should know what you like by now if you're at your intermediate level. Go ahead and lay down. Get your feet into those straps. And then take that ball. We're gonna go in between our ankles or kind of in between your calves if you have one of these giant balls. We'll start with lower and lift. Point your toes to take the ball up. Flex your feet to bring it down. And let's add a pulse onto that ball at the top and the bottom to really give those inner thighs a little bit more love. Lower your legs out to a diagonal. We're gonna go bend and stretch. And we can add a pulse here. The ball is kind of bouncy, so it takes a little bit of control to do that pulse. I would recommend to be squeezing the ball and then just make the squeeze a little harder rather than thinking about letting go of that tension completely. That's where we're gonna lose the ball. All right, and then last little bit, let's just turn our toes out and let's get a little frog here. You might lose your ball here, and that's all right. No pulsing. We're just gonna get that little squeeze when we straighten our legs out. Bend your knees into your chest and pause. Little butterflies. It's awkward on that ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet up to the ceiling, grab that little stretch. Grab the ball, come out of your long loops. And 1 last breath in, and we are done, y'all. Everyone, big breath in, arms up, palms together. Exhale. Thank you so much for coming out today to your computer and watching this Tub Pilates intermediate Pilates ball flow. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what else you want to see, and we'll catch you next time.